I got a question for you. Do you know what the difference is between an elite athlete and yourself? The honest answer is not a damn thing. The only difference that separates you from them is they're willing to get after it, right? It's not because they're more talented. It's not because they have more time to work on their chosen field. Most people who are elite athletes or elite in whatever field of choice that you go after have the same problems and the same issues that you do day in and day out. Very, very few people on an elite level are able to work their sport and make enough money to live on and provide what they are. Everybody else has 40-hour work weeks or 50-hour work weeks or 60-hour work weeks. They have families, they have to pay bills, they have to deal with all the same problems you do. The only difference is they're willing to get after it. They fail just as many times as you do. Only difference, they pick themselves back up, they learn from their mistakes, and they go harder the next time. Right? So that's something that you got to do. You can be elite status at whatever you want to do. You just have to go and get after it, man. I got these two guys. They own the gym that I work out at. Jesse Johnson and Jeremiah Johnson. These guys have world record powerlifting titles in their chosen class. They work 12-hour days, then they go and train, and they're raising families. It's no different than what you can do if you apply yourself to the point where you got to work your ass off to get there. Somewhere along the line between childhood and adulthood, we blinded ourselves with this idea that dreams and reality are two different things. That going after a dream is childish. Going after your dream is unrealistic. It's the biggest lie on the planet. It's straight bullshit. You're a unique individual. You have talents and qualities that no other human being on this planet has. And if you apply yourself, you get to use those talents and qualities to be elite in whatever you want to do. Do you honestly think when I was 320 pounds that I would ever conceive of entering a bodybuilding contest or training for one? It wasn't even a thought in my mind. It seemed to me so far-fetched. I just wanted to get in a little bit of shape. But somewhere along that path, I realized that the only difference between me and the other guy that's doing it is just he was willing to work harder for it. Not anymore. I will work for it. Failure's not an option. And if I fail, I pick myself back up, I learn from my mistake, and I go harder the next day. And that is it. And that's what you can do. And you got to make sure to figure that out. Because you owe it to yourself to be the best you that you absolutely can be. Now, this is one of those rants that's like, oh yeah, get after it and hit it. But it's the honest truth. It blows my mind how many people are like, oh, I can't do that. Yeah, with that attitude, man. That's the only difference between elite and normal, is they're willing to work for it. They don't perceive the society mental block of, I'm just supposed to pay taxes and die. No, they know that they were meant to do better things, and they go after it and they kick it. So kick life's ass, man. Go after it. Do what you got to do, but you work your ass off and get there and make sure it happens. So I'm going to go watch the Super Bowl, but I got two questions for you before I go. The first one is, if you could be anybody in the world, who would you be? And what will it take for that answer to be yourself? Pet Gorilla out.